Hey you, and welcome back to some more Banished. We're not in Bellaton tonight. We're in, well, we're not going to call it Ducktown Stun, no. But I want to try something a little bit different tonight. As you guys know, I had turned off the disasters for Bellaton. I had played it a couple of evenings with disasters on, and I told you about the really long, sad, slow, horrid, painstaking ending when the village just could not survive a tornado, and there was no breeding stock left, and there was not enough, there was no tools and food, and there just weren't enough hands and hours left to build the things we needed for nomads. And I wanted to be able to play the game for a while, start to get a feel for it a little bit without killing all my people straight away. So I turned the disasters off, but I'm also wondering, how challenging can this game actually be? So I'm going to start a second map tonight, along with Bella's help, apparently, because I can't do anything without my dog. Oh, and a couple of you have asked, what kind of breed is my dog? Bella is part Husky, part German Shepherd, and she was a rescue feral dog. She was about 10 months, apparently, of abuse and or wild fending for herself. She was in pretty bad shape. Then she spent about 7 or 8 months in a kennel, in a rescue shelter. And then she came to me at the end of last October. And I was just going to be fostering her for a while. And you know how that goes. I'm called a failed foster because I adopted instead. And Bella now runs my life. So anyway, she'll be popping in and out, I have no doubt. So first we need a name for our new place, and I'm thinking about calling it, New North Luke, right? Like New York. I'm going to name it Luke after the amazing fellow, my hero who created this game. So, map seeds, I got no idea about any of that. We're going to go with mountains this time because I've not actually seen a mountain map. So we're going to see what that looks like. In terms of size, see, there's part of me that says small will be the hardest. But then there's another part of me that says small will just, if you don't have room, that's just going to immediately discount some options. It's going to force you to build compact. You are almost certainly to have a river right nearby, which maybe isn't all that hard. See, I'm thinking medium to me sounds like there are options to be more landlocked. You've got, maybe you have further to get to certain resources. I don't know. See, that sounds tougher to me, or even large, because you can be way far away from a river then, and the trade. And if I understand this correctly, on some of the harder levels, like on starting conditions hard, you've only got 4 families and only a bit of clothing, firewood, and tools. You have no wood. Having a big map means there's probably a lot more resources. Anyway, I'm just going to go with medium because in my head I keep thinking small. That means I cut out this. I just do that. The river's there. I don't know that sounds harder. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to go with mountains, medium, and harsh. And turn these back on. And the starting conditions are hard, and I just got nervous. It's like, I'm going to die, and I'm going to do it right here in front of you people, and all my little people will be dead the first winter, and I'm going to feel terrible. But, as Quill says, as Bella says, what could possibly go wrong? We got it. Oh, look, you know what? Half-built buildings in snow, or destroyed buildings in snow. I'm afraid that's very much what our place is going to look like really soon. And did you see that? Banishing people from their native land. I still have to come up with stories about why that would be. So where are we here? Oh, God, look at that. Are you serious? Could I have been a little more lucky this time? No. That's awesome. That is really, really brilliant. Oh, God, but look. Okay, so the only difference I'm seeing between mountains and valleys is when you pick valleys, you have a lot of valleys with a few mountains. And when you pick mountains, you have a whole lot of mountains with not a whole lot of anything else. I mean, okay, we can build through here, so we're going to need a bridge. We can come this way. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Okay, that's awesome. There's a lot going on there. We are right near the water. We can get some fishing done immediately. We've got some resources here. This... I mean, I don't know how far they can walk along here and then maybe cross the bridge. Can they get through here? I don't know. Wow. Okay. We got a lot of cool stuff over here, and the way to get to it is going to be across here and up around that way. Yeah, see? Yeah. This could be tough. Things are far away. They're going to be traveling a lot to get to things. Except for here. Okay, we can just do a bridge, and this will be a lovely, lovely little starting bit, as well as this here. So, now, what do you do first? What do we have? Firewood, coats, tools, and potatoes. Good old taters. Now, that's a storage cart, so I can use this for storage? At least, so maybe I don't need to put up a barn right away, and that is something I was wondering about. I have heard about the carts, but I didn't know if you could use them. So I'm going to work on the assumption that I can put, although 80% full isn't a whole lot of things, but there's a bit of food. So I'm going to work on the assumption that I can make that. We're not playing Bellaton. I'm sorry, do you not approve? Okay, kiss for luck? Thank you. I'm going to need it. Thank you. Good girl. Okay, she really needs her own channel. I just, yeah. Okay, stop. No. You have to behave. Seriously. This is the happiest dog on the planet. But she's a pain in the neck. Okay, so what are you going to do? What are priorities? What are priorities at this point? This is hard. I'm going to run out of supplies really fast. So food, homes, and there's not much firewood, and we have no logs at all. So we're going to have, we need stone for the homes as well as trees. We need firewood. So we're looking at food, housing, and a wood cutter, wood chopper, wood cutter, whatever. And I'll try to use that for storage. We're going to need a stockpile. See, I don't know how hard this is. I'm nervous. Okay, so let's just start cutting. I think we need to be cutting immediately because we can't really do anything until we have something to cut with. So I am just going to grab the handy dandy whack everything tool, and you know, we can always replant later. And I will, you know, I put up foresters really quick in the game, so let's let them start doing that. I mean, fishing, we can do fishing straight away, hunting perhaps, but over here, or maybe, you know, this little area doesn't seem all that big. Maybe I should put, you know, just a forester and gatherer. Let's put a gatherer down because they seem to do, I don't know, I find the farms are so overwhelming with food, and fishing seems to be really, really fast and easy. I like the gatherers because they give me a variety and it feels more like real food. Who wants to live on fish all winter? It's like, ugh. I don't like fish that much. I don't eat meat that much. So let them do that, working away. Now, where are we going to put things? Where are we going to put the housing? Okay, stockpile. That's the first thing I need. Let's do a stockpile. You know what? We'll just tuck it in right here so it's not too far away. And I will grab this little doodah here that lets me up the priority and say, really, really pay attention to the stockpile, please. Somebody take care of that. We'll put a couple people as builders so they, you know, hope there, done. That's all it took. Yay. Lovely. So they can start piling that stuff up. Gatherer, maybe, but we're cutting all those trees down, so maybe the gatherer needs to be over here. You know what? Yeah, this is a little bit hard, or even over here, but I mean, I don't know. See, the trees won't grow there, so the gatherer is just going to be wrapped around that. Or I start cutting those other places and I tuck it back here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't suppose it... What difference does it make? Yeah, okay. Okay, so food production, a gatherer's hut, and where are we going to put it? Now, the first thing we got to do, which I learned the hard way, is to put in some roads and put in, you know, bridges. Bridges are your friend. I now know this. So I'm going to do a little dirt road situation right here, and then zoom in and see if I can find it again, and I probably can't. Did I get it? Maybe I didn't even get it. No, it didn't even go down. So, bridge. Let's put in a bridge right there. And you know what? We probably don't even need the road at first. We can just let them do that as soon as they have, and they have the wood to do that, so that's good. And fishing. Yeah, let's put some fishing in and hope we have enough of the season to do that. In a harsh climate, I don't know what the season's going to be. So I'm going to stick one right along here as far over that way as we can, because it hits the river well, and then we can put one further along later if we need to. Now this place, because I'm a little freaked out about how hard it may actually get and how much death may ensue the first winter, I'm going to be building this one a little more efficient, at least at first. And I think if I were, I mean, realistically, not just because of game mechanics, because we know by now that I'm quite capable of ignoring game mechanics. In a really harsh situation, food is limited, space is limited, and the climate is bad. People are going to huddle more. They're going to be closer together. They're going to want to conserve energy, if nothing else. Just conserve those bloody calories that they're going to need to get through a winter. So I think, you know, people are going to be a lot closer together than they would normally be in a situation where life was, you know, a little more, you know, a little easier to deal with. So I'm going to put just a couple people right there. It'll be really easy to get to that. Watch this for storage, because I'm going to need a building soon, I expect. And okay, so if we put in a gatherer's hut, we could have fish over here and other things there. We're going to need more logs right away. And okay, see, we can come all the way through here. We have access to the river again. This is actually pretty good. I mean, it's not handy close, but it's not bad. You know, if we can get through the first winter, kind of huddled down into a corner here, then we can start expanding. I'm going to call this south for lack of a better term, because I don't see a compass anywhere, but that's south for me now. And I'm going to do a couple, you know, stick another person on as builder and tell them to, do we have anything? Yeah, we have stuff to build with. So they can come over here and, you know what, let's get some food going, please, my little people, and a house. Get somebody who can survive the winter. Go. Now, what are you doing? Where are you going? You're bringing goodies over here. You're going to start my bridge? You sweet little guy. What's your name? Shedricky. Okay, that's cool. So they've got the logs already. They're bringing the stones over. We'll have a bridge very shortly, and we can stick a gatherer. And maybe, you know, if we get the resources, we're going to clean up all these rocks first of all, and then maybe maybe put a forester down there as well. I don't know. I can't decide if I want to go north with that sort of thing and then build south, or yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could just do it here too. So we have houses, we have a house, we have this going, nice. That's almost completed. We've got enough for another house. And we will need a wood chopping fiend here at some point for the winter as well, because they're going to freeze to death. So I'm just going to stick him right in here. It's close, it's efficient. Let's get this job done. Let's just get it done as easily as we can. So we have a house with potatoes and a little firewood, which made a big dent there and made a big dent here. You keep building there, sweetie. What's your name? Minnie Fur. Minnie Fur is like this awesome builder lady. She's brilliant. And there's Shedricky. Okay. Look at them build that dock. Yeah, not a problem. They're good. They're just good at this game. And we have part of a bridge going on. And it's only late spring, so this might be okay. We might be all right this winter. This is not bad. And that is one thing I was thinking about, a small map. Everything would be right there. You just don't have that much room. And instead, you know, I got really lucky being right on the river. Yeah. And I figured on a small, you know, a small map, you would almost definitely have the river very close by. So, and fishermen. Okay, let's start fishing, my darlings. You've got to start fishing immediately. I'm even going to drop a builder down and add another fisher person. Let's get some food going for the winter. Here we go. This is coming along really good. I know you want houses, and they will come. I promise. I hope. I might be lying. We'll see. We will have to see. There you go. He's fishing. Nice little bend in the river. You know, these little quiet places like that. You get the sandbar over here. I bet you there's some, you know, there's some good, those big fish that get into the shallows there. Yeah. Some good trout or something. That'll be a great place for fishing. You watch. Quill gave me this stuff to try tonight. It is a triple milk chocolate stout, which sounds incredibly creepy. I love stout. I love things like Guinness, those heavy black beers, and I love chocolate. But together, I don't know. This stuff is freaking amazing. It is so good. It's like dessert in a little glass, and it's brilliant. It's really good. So we are now into early summer. We have a house. We have food being made. Oh, look, is this our first batch of fish? Oh, yeah. Do it. How much? 8. Ooh, 8. 8 fish. 8 fish does not a banquet make. Oh, God. Okay. So this guy is coming along nice. That's good. They're still clearing over here. Oh, this guy's going for a hike. Where you going, darling? What are you doing? Now, I wish I was live streaming this, because I'd say, okay, do we gather north and do foresting and hunting over here? Ooh, there's actually, let's just look at the map. Where is the map? Where are we situated? Oh, we're actually kind of, yeah, we're right there in the center of things, aren't we? We can go either way. We could do, you know, a lot of farming and forestry and then do building, or vice versa. There does seem to be more trees already in the north, but they're up there. I mean, we got to go hiking to get to them, right? Look at this. Oh, look at that. Talk about Resource City. That's nice. So we could do a little bridge here and start clearing this out and sending them into there to hunt and the rest of it. And maybe I should just put, you know, the gatherer and the forester down here. And then, yeah, I don't know. You know what? It probably doesn't make any difference. It's all good. Let's get them getting these rocks. And the woodcutter. There you go, darling. Go do your thing. Now, we need to get the housing going, because I'm afraid it's going to get cold. Do that. And I'm going to probably need another house as well. And I really would like to have that gatherer going. Or hunting. Hunting is good too. A gatherer's hut over here. We don't have a lot of thick forest there, but that area right there, we can plant that and fill it up, and it's not wasted too much with mountain, and it's not too far away from the bridge. So I'm just going to put that right there. Now, what is our food? 48 fish? That's getting closer to a banquet. You know it. That's awesome. And then tools. We don't have a lot of tools, and I think, yeah, I'm going to let them get that house up and maybe get started on the gatherer's hut, and then I'm going to put in a blacksmith. Because, oh, that time I ran out of tools. That is not a place you want to go. Okay. Just checking on my beast. So he's going to be using up a lot of our logs for firewood, which is important. That's okay. Fish is coming. Awesome, lovely, wonderful. Maybe if we ask them to pay attention to roads a little bit. It'll get them across the bridge to the hut over here. As soon as this goes, I'm going to set some priority over there. So the builders actually go, we don't have a lot for laborers, but, you know, the builders will cut as they need anyway. So people have been asking me, like, what's missing on the game? And honestly, I don't think there's anything missing. The kind of things that are not here are very much a matter of taste. And there are things I'd like to see, but mod packs are going to be, a mod pack will be available. So we'll be able to do those fun things. I'd like to be able to set, you know, what goes into a stockpile or a storage barn. You know, put that much fish there, there, and there, so things are distributed evenly. You know, the aesthetics. I want to plant flowers, trees, little fountains, have parks, you know, that kind of thing. There was something else I was thinking one day. Oh, that would be nice if, but, you know, I guess in terms of housing, if you've got a couple of houses and they both have people who are in their 70s in them, I think I would like the ability, or the boarding house. Wouldn't that make a great old age home? You put in the boarding house, and then if you've got 3 or 4 houses that just have one, you know, elderly person, you could have all of them move in, which is really horrible. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Efficient, yes. Nice, I don't think so. If you have spent your whole life in your own home, do you want somebody moving you out and sticking you into an old age home? No. So forget I just said that. Just forget it. I don't want it. Forget it. Not going to do it. That's just not nice. I don't, yeah, that's just, nah. See, you can get efficient in a game and then forget to be kind, and yeah, I don't want to do that. So these guys, we're into late summer. We do have a couple of houses. Not everyone has a house, though. We are going to need another. They're still cutting down bits and bobs. I'm going to stick one over here. Now, because of that whole I know what a tornado can do situation, I do not like this. I am going to want stockpiles and barns and farms and houses a lot more like Bellaton. If, you know, if a tornado runs through there, I am going to have, I may lose a lot of people. There may be people who starve. There may be people who, you know, like the winter, the following winter could be a really hard time. But I will have enough of a population left to rebuild the civilization. And I think, boy, that's important. Yeah. That's real important. Okay, you behave, creature. So the fish, we have a few potatoes, so not a lot of food. The coats, well, you know what, we'll do what we can. We only have 11 tools, and that makes me a little bit nervous. I don't like getting down to that 10 number. It's like, ooh, ah. Are they doing anything over here? Didn't I have nothing? They are doing absolutely nothing. Well, come on, guys. You got to get over here, and you got to do some stuff. And that maybe mean, you know, you got to... You're going to have to do some more cutting. You're going to have to do... Well, there's still cutting trees here, though. They're just far, far away. Now, I know I could put a stockpile here, but they're still going to have to go get it and haul it back in this direction for building anyway. So, I don't know. It's my dog. You betcha. But I still have plenty of room as they use things up. Okay, here we go. Look at them. You just tell them, I need this done, and they go, oh, okay, I can go take care of that for you. Thank you very much. Look at you. I love the women in here. You know, they know how to use an axe. Remember one time I bought this property and I was putting fencing around it for my I wanted to just use it as, well, I was going to put horses in it for the summer, just kind of let them graze out the bush underneath and then clean it up in the fall. And I was just cutting fence line, and I'd hire a couple of guys, and they would go home, and we were kind of, weekend was coming out and they didn't want to work, and I really needed the fence to go up. So I was cutting brush along the fence line, and it was only 2.5, 3 acres. But all I had was this little axe, you know, yay big. And I had gloves on, and I'm like chopping all the little saplings and the little things down and hauling them out. And my hands felt really wet, and I just thought, you know, it's sweat, right? I never thought anything of it. And then I pulled the gloves off that night, and it was just blood. I guess I had blistered and burst, and when I pulled the gloves off, all this skin went with it. It was like, oh. But I finished the last, you know, that whole last line. I did the whole one line of the 2.5, 3 acres that afternoon and evening. So got it done, and then the fence posts were able to go in a couple days later, but I just thought it was sweat. I didn't even feel it. I didn't even feel it. You just keep going, I guess, and yeah, didn't even know it was like that. It was really gross when I saw it, I'll tell you. And when I see these little girls, every time I see the ladies out here with the axe chopping down the tree, I swear to God, I've thought about it every time. Like, just every time. It's like, oh, honey, I know what that feels like. I'm so sorry. So we are now into autumn, and we still need homes. So we have to get a home up immediately or sooner. Okay, we got this one. What are they doing here? This is, you know, build faster. We have the stone, we have the wood until the woodcutter, you know, takes it all away. And then we gotta have another house. So you know what? I'm going to put one over here. And again, simply that idea of not having everything too close together. That really does make me nervous. So we don't want to do that. And yeah, I'll just leave that as it is till they get it done. I don't suppose there's any point in setting the priority when there just aren't that many places to go anyway. So I'm going to play this one till I get through that first winter. And then I will probably take a break and take the dog, Whisper, for a WALK on the other side of the door that leads to the yard. Because if I say any of those words, she'll go crazy. And she's starting to catch the spelling thing. The O side word, if I spell that out, she gets, yeah. She's got that. Okay, so the aspen are changing colors. We're got to pay some attention here to time and temperature, and we have 7 people with houses. So what is happening with this, and where's the food? Not a lot. There's not a lot. We really need that gatherer going, and maybe I should have put him down ahead of the fish. I've noticed a couple comments in the channel. People are saying something about the gathering, you know, being so broken. It's just so good, and I don't know. I have found that farming, when you get enough farmers going, man, the food just comes in so fast and so insane. And if you have a forester and, you know, next to a hunter and the gatherer, it just, I mean, they work together obviously so well, and stuff just pours in. So now over here, and don't you do it, dog. I know what you're doing. Don't. Over here, no. She wants to climb up on my lap. She's on the way. I am going to put down a storage space over here, just a small one. You know what? I'm just going to stick it right here where the rocks are going anyway, so they can put this stuff in there and get it over with in a hurry. And have we crashed? I paused it. Don't know how, I don't know what button I clicked, but obviously there's a key which will pause it, and I hit it by accident. So don't crash my game. See, that looks like dinner right there. More fish coming in, lovely. The potatoes are almost gone. We are now going to be depending entirely upon what we can do for a living. So, wow. Now the tension begins. And I'm going to put this here. So again, next to the pile where it needs to be, where it's going to be used. Oh gosh, any minute. Good. Do it. She's pulling her bowl over again. Now it's full of water this time, so now we're splashing it all over the floor. Don't you love dogs? I mean, I do. Now that it's empty and I have a big wet spot, now she wants it filled. That's my girl. There you go. Only the best for Bella. Although I don't usually give her bottled water. I think, you know, bottled water's got that whole environmental thing in it. It's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. It may be good for some things, but, you know, all that plastic isn't brilliant either. So I tend to refill them from a do your houses, please. There is snow on the ground. No, it's not real cold yet. It's freezing. It's not horrible. We have firewood. We have a little bit of food. And hopefully, you know, the good stuff, will be all those wild onions and mushrooms and things will be coming in any minute. But you guys have got to get these houses built. Do it. You've got the materials. Get the job done. And this one, you know, they have to cut down trees, so they're going for that one first. Go figure. Of course they are. And is this a stockpile yet? No. We have, what, 10 adults, 5 children. Okay, well, this house might be, you know, 3 might be enough. I don't know. I guess it depends how they... I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying. That's my girl. Yeah, that's my poor baby. My poor baby. Ah, hey, take it easy there, darling. Yeah, let's have a snuggle. Kiss for luck? Yeah, there you go. We'll get through the winter. We has my lucky dog. Yeah, we have my lucky dog. Get the fleas. All the fleas. Okay, get down, sweetie. Go chew something. Look here. Look here. Go get it. Go get it. Get the other one. There you go. Yeah. See, the tools are getting low. And for those of you who are not dog lovers, I apologize. For the cat lovers, you will be happy to know that Gilbert needed a bit of a checkup and a little bit of attention today, and I took him to the vet this afternoon, and he's going to be fine. He was really well behaved. He was quite good. He was very nice. So, see, early winter. I can speed this up, but then, you know, they'll die sooner. It's like, okay, we have 15 people. Ah, their house has gone up. Instant house. Lovely. What's the food doing? Still just fish. The other house is cleared now. That'll be going up quickly. We do have enough logs and stone, but, you know, enough is enough. What is this going to need? Ooh. Okay, we're going to have to start cutting things, guys. One must chop wood. So I'm going to let them get the houses up first. I don't want people freezing to death. And we still have a couple people that need a house, even though that one's up. So this one should do it. There are 4 people with any luck at all. They will have the intelligence to bunk together for the winter, and that will be enough for this winter. And then we will get that going before we run out of tools. Is the gatherer bringing it? Ah, we has roots and onions. Lovely to go with that fish. So roots, that could be wild yams, potato type starchy things. Roots, cattail roots, you can eat those. Get down. Wild carrots. And that is sitting there because, I don't know. Almost, almost, almost. And then you can start building the blacksmith shop. 6 tools. Wow. Okay, everybody has a home. Oh, finally, happy day. All right, guys, I am going to have some of you come back here and start hacking and slashing on these lovely little trees over here. Because we need to do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave those there. You need a little bit of a windbreak. You need some stuff, right? You need some stuff around. Get rid of this iron that's through here. And now they're coming back here for this. We have 3 laborers, 2 builders. And what's that gonna need? Whoops, not there. Come on, clear that. 32 logs. We have 34. Well, we need a lot of stone for that, so this is probably just as well to leave them working back in this area. Although they haven't done the stockpile yet, so they're still hauling it a long distance. But at least, you know, we got through the first winter. Oh my God, it's spring. Look at that. We got through our first winter. And we still have food and more is coming in. So now we can start doing some things. Awesome. Okay, we made it. We made it through the first winter. Now it's the disasters that we have to be concerned about. And I'm going to, you know, I'm going to call a break here. That first winter was the one scaring me. I had no idea what to expect from that little bitty tiny pile of storage. Didn't know how hard the winter was going to be, what was going to be required, but we did okay. I mean, we scraped by. It's not fancy. It's not pretty. But, you know, we're comfortable. We're eating. Nobody's starving to death. They're not as healthy as I would like, so we're going to need herbs. We're going to want hunting. We're going to want foresters to replant this area. And then, I think it means starting to branch out, and I want little clumps of communities, very much like I did in Bellaton, because, I like that kind of environment. But I think with the disasters on, that is a whole lot more important than pretty. I think, I just don't think we have a choice. I think that is something that's going to have to be done as soon as humanly possible. Now we have sound effects by Bella. So all the logs are there. That's good. And the stone is coming. We do have stone here, so it's just a matter of hauling it over and getting it done. She's noisy. The dog loves noise. Squeak toys. Anything that she can bite and make noise. She loves it. At any rate, I'm going to take her, Bella break time. That's what we call it around here when the dog is running our lives, and we'd rather be doing something else. We're going to go take a Bella break. So I'm going to call this one done. We got through our first winter. I'm happy. New North Luke has at least the possibility of surviving another year, and that is where I'm going to pause for a while, and I'll get this up this evening and some more for tomorrow, and until I see you next time, thank you, all the great activity and the new people on the channel. I look so forward to seeing those names and seeing your comments and getting to know you. And please come over and join my Facebook page if you haven't. That's a much smaller community. We do a lot more talking. We're sharing pictures, things like that. If you want to, get to know a lot of the Minecraft people and things like that, that's definitely the place to do it. We hang out there a little bit and talk a fair bit. So please feel free to come on over and join. I am going to start live streaming, noisy dog, live streaming this game weekly, and I'm hoping for another live stream or two as soon as I can fit it in. And that will be over on Twitch, of course. So there's links all over in the description of my channel here. So, find the place that's comfortable for you and do drop by. And like I said, I love watching the names and the comments and getting to know you, or feel like I'm getting to know who you are. You get to sit and watch me and hear my ranting and meet my dog. And I love it when some of that comes back the other way. It makes this fun, that you're real people. You're not just numbers out there. And I love that part. So leave your comments, hit the like button if you haven't. That's always nice to see. And until I see you next time, live your life happy and always build it beautiful. Bye-bye.